Jeffrey Epstein is talking about, I think pretty serious stuff, disturbing stuff. What did the US president really know about the convicted sex offender? And when? These emails prove absolutely nothing. A major corruption investigation in Ukraine. The $100 million in kickbacks and resignation of top politicians. Grim prognosis. I don't want to practice fast food medicine. My patients deserve better. Hundreds of Quebec doctors are looking to leave the province due to a new pay structure. Plus, extending more than a Christmas tree branch. What's behind Nova Scotia's big present to Boston? Global National with Donna Zen. Good evening and thanks for joining us. A massive new document dump is reigniting questions about U.S. President Donald Trump's ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Some of them suggest that Trump knew more about Epstein's abuse than he has admitted publicly. Among the more than 20,000 pages released by House Democrats and Republicans are emails between Epstein, who died in jail in 2019, and his associates. In one email to a journalist, Epstein, referring to Trump, wrote, "Of course he knew about the girls. Those documents were subpoenaed from the Epstein estate and have not been independently verified." Jackson Procco has our top story on those emails and how the White House is reacting. The thousands of emails from Jeffrey Epstein's estate show the convicted sex offender mentioned President Donald Trump repeatedly. These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. In one email to Ghislaine Maxwell, his convicted co-conspirator, Epstein wrote in 2011, "I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump," adding that an unnamed victim spent hours at his house with him. Republicans claim that victim is Virginia, one of Epstein's most prominent survivors, who previously said she never witnessed any wrongdoing by Trump before her death by suicide. In another message from 2018, Epstein wrote, "I know how dirty Donald is. It's obvious that Donald Trump had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein." Jeffrey Epstein is talking about, I think pretty serious stuff, disturbing stuff in these emails. Trump called the latest revelations part of the Jeffrey Epstein hoax on social media. A lot of pressure now needs to be put on the Department of Justice to release more and more documents so the public can really understand exactly what the breadth and nature of what happened with the whole Epstein situation. That pressure is building on Capitol Hill. Epstein survivors appeared for the swearing-in of a newly elected Democratic representative, who becomes the final vote needed to order the release of the Epstein documents. Justice cannot wait another day. Meanwhile, there's growing scrutiny over the special treatment Ghislaine Maxwell is receiving. A whistleblower says she's being waited on hand and foot by staff at the minimum security prison she was transferred to. She is reportedly working on an application for presidential clemency, something Trump has not yet ruled out. I don't know. I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. There's little doubt the Epstein pressure is getting to the president. The White House acknowledged that Trump met privately with several Republicans who've joined with Democrats to support releasing the Epstein files. On social media, Trump wrote, "Only a very bad or stupid Republican would fall into that trap." Donna. All right, Jackson Procco in Washington. Thanks. The U.S. House of Representatives will vote on a funding bill to end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, with members returning to Washington for the first time in nearly 2 months. With Republicans holding a slim margin of control and most Democrats in strong opposition, the vote is expected to be tight. Approval would clear the way for President Trump's final signature to end the 43-day shutdown. Continues with Ukraine corruption scandal, Quebec doctor protests, Carney's projects, Alberta pipeline debate, and Nova Scotia Boston story. All rewritten line by line in the same way, with grammar corrected but no omissions or meaning changes.